Would you be my? What's the done? I still got a lot of shit to learn, I'll admit it.
Yo, what's up people, Tasaran here and welcome back to the World of Warcraft Classic. We're on Ashbringer EU PvP server. Okay, we're going to get cracking straight on. Now, as you know, the last episode, it was mainly travelling around. So today we're going to get some serious hardcore questing done and we're going to finish up our time here in the Mulgore. Now, between recordings, I've just kind of done a quick circuit around the outside and got a few herbs to use. I've still not picked up alchemy, we're still skinning, but I've got 15 peace blooms, 9 silverleaf and 5 earth root, and my intention is to get my skill high enough to be able to get whatever we need once we go into the Barons, which is the Mage Royals, which I believe is 65, and the Briarthorn at 70. So that's kind of where I want my skill to get. At the moment it's 30. Now, to assist with that, I have just this second installed another add-on called Gather Light. The original Gatherer that you get from the same place, it's all in the description below. There was a link there moving you to another one called Gather Light, which is supposed to be the one that works with Classic. Now, I've just seen one. I've not picked any up yet since installing Gather Light. But I'm just gonna pick these up. And hopefully, right, it's not done anything on the minimap. So we've got a peace bloom and a silverleaf. Now apparently this is supposed to now stick them on, it's supposed to put them on the minimap, but it hasn't. But it has, yeah, it has put them on here. Now this also gets shared between, I've got it set so it will share with other people with this in the guild and in the party, so you kind of all update each other's gather lights as you go together. So I've got it set for everything: fishing nodes, treasure chests, mining nodes and herbalism. So hopefully as we interact with the guild more and as I pick more up, then hopefully this will then flourish. I would like to have it on the minimap, really. And I've got it set to minimap icons, but they don't seem to stay. Perhaps they'll appear. I mean, it's okay if you hover over it. Perhaps they'll appear only when they are actually there, which I suppose in a way is slightly better, because it means that of course we won't go running to a node that isn't actually there. So that's that done. That should now update nicely. Now what we're going to do is we're going to first of all do the east rocks, which is where we are now, the red rocks in the east, and we're going to do the quests here. Oh, now they've appeared. Does that mean they've reappeared? I'm not sure, because of the layering. Yeah, you see now it's disappeared as I've got closer. So it shows you where they are when you're far away, and if they're not there, they're going to full on disappear. Which is fair. It's fair enough. We'll get through it. At least we have the gatherer here. Oh, it looks like someone's clearing this area. So we've just picked up the quest Sacred Burial, and obviously we're going to be doing Rite of Wisdom, which is speak to the ancestral spirit or whatever it is that's up there. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's all good. But I would like to have something to destroy them all, because he's taken all of those ones down. So we're going have have a word with these. Now these are level 9. I mean, at the moment still level 11, so I'm just going to just pull him back a smidge. There's one. Pulled the other. So I can use a demoralising roar. Just so I don't take as many hits. Oh god, this nearly feels like BFA. Look at it, we're caning them. Not me, thanks. Someone need... Good. But beyond that, nothing lot has changed. I just wanted to get some of the herbalism done, just to catch up a little bit, because I didn't really want to get to a stage where I'm ready to go to the Barrens, and then have to come back here to grind out herbs. So I'm going to do my very best to get as many as I can. Now, if we're staying along the mountain edge, we're going to get an awful lot more earth roots, which is nice, because that's what we need for our strength potions, which is going to be huge for us while we're in bear form. Let's speak to someone in the Thunderbluff. Yeah, right, I think, I'm not sure, but I think that might lead us to the last main quest in the Mulgore, which is the fluffy Kodo Arakir, which I've seen loads of people really struggling to find him, and he is an absolute pain in the arse. I'm not entirely sure what his respawn time is, but I know his patrol area is rather large. Okay, 2 more. Wow, that growl thing must be... What's the range on that then? It doesn't actually say any range at all. Causes the target to attack you. I know it's got no effect unless they're... if they're already attacking me. Die. Awesome, so that is now both of those quests done. Not going to be handing the one in Thunderbluff just yet. So according to the quest then, it wants you to come here. I know the Red Rock City, we picked that quest up quite early, and it's like it wants us to come here before going to Thunderbluff, which is somewhat strange. I have noticed there are a lot of herby people about, so I am in competition with these herbs. Hurry up and kill the alpha, just in case that hunter that just gone past is a herby. No, we're good. And someone just healed me from somewhere. It is now, mate. I'm assuming that means you want in. I'll get you in. No worries. Except... Hey! Welcome, mate. As you can see, the guild is growing. Has taken a bit of a break. We've currently got 14... No, 18 members on right now. Nice. It's growing nicely. It is growing nicely. Right, so what we're doing now. Now we're going to go down and we're going to have a quiet word with the Adventure Co company, which is a track south. But this will give us an opportunity to see if we can get a few more herbs. And what I will do is once I'm ready to go to Barrens, I think that's a really good cut-off point to start working on herbalism, because not herbalism, alchemy, because we are going to need that up and running soon. Preferably I want to get it to a mana potion stage before I start healing in Ragefire Chasm. And of course I also want to get this, I want to load my gatherer up. Now I'm pretty sure with this one I can't get up there. Can't get up there, can't get up there. What a pain in the smeg. Can we get round here? And because I've got it set to mining nodes, I'm hoping that even though I'm not a miner, we'll get the earth root first because that is actually mine. Because even though I'm not a miner, it would be nice to get it on there. Then if I ever make an alt that does require mining later on, I'll already know where to go. Now I've done this before on one of the private servers, used Gatherer with herbalism, and it requires mining, but I knew that. But back on the private servers you still had to click on the nodes to get Gatherer to know them. The only difference is that it didn't work unless you was that particular, you know, unless you were gathering that time. Now it hasn't come up, so I'm not entirely sure whether or not it is going to remember that once I do become a miner one day in the future. I'm not desperate, but it would be nice to know. I've had to put in the general chat in a separate window while in the Barrens. Yeah. Know what you mean. I do know what you mean. The Barrens chat is insane, and it's it's not so much the quality of the speak that's in there, but it can go quite fast. So if you're trying to keep an eye out on your chat window for guild messages, whispers and general stuff that you actually want to try and keep an eye on, if the chat box is going haywire, you're bound to miss something. So making general in its own window is usually a good idea. I sometimes do it for whispers and just have my whispers if people whisper me in a separate thing, because I tend to, because I've got the family thing going in the background, I tend to have to go AFK quite a bit, which means I can potentially miss some whispers sometimes. So if you have whispered me and I've missed it, that's why. I apologise. I will put a separate window for whispers just so I don't miss anything. In fact, I'll get this and I'll do it now. Now it's quite easy to do. You just right click on general, create new window. I'm going to call this bad boy whispers, and we get a whole new window. Right, I'm just gonna, because I like quite the dark opacity, not really just for my own sake, but I just find it's a little bit easier to see, because what I tend to do is that I change the colours for everything, all the different, whether it's general, trade or whatever, and then just using peripheral vision I can tell by the colour whether or not it's something that I need to be reading. It's just the way I tend to do it. Right, so we go down to settings, says, and just turn off, in fact party and guild we'll keep, global channels none, guild chat, whisper, party, other, and why not stick experience in there anyways. Yeah, awesome. So now if anyone whispers me, it'll come up, and what it'll do is that part of the tab will flash. And I'll know if someone's whispered me. Let me just go down to the settings on here. I'll chat. I'm going to turn whispers off on that one. So now whispers will only show in my new channel. So if you didn't know how to do that, that's how that's done. I know a lot of people will know, but there's always someone that hasn't got quite clued up on it yet. So don't hate me in the comments with that. We already knew that. Not everyone does. And that's for those people. Right, we're getting closer. Oh, we've got another node coming up. And this makes it so much easier. Oh. I found a chest. Now the chest at the moment is good in that. But resist, don't matter, at least we pulled him. And now I'm out of mana because I'm an idiot. So I'm just going to wait until I get my 90 mana so I can change back into bear form. And then I think I'll just stay in bear form for a bit. Where were you? The Moonfire is a good range tag, but I really don't feel the need to have it on there as a dot for every mob, so I think I will, on this occasion, I'm going to start thinking about downgrading it to rank 1. There's really no need to have any higher than that. Oh, hello. 58 armour plus 1 intellect, and it's all lovely. We'll stick that straight on. That is wicked. Ah. Shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Someone's coming. Yeah, what I was saying was, yes, it is so annoying when you go to get a chest. Oh, fuck off. You know, you clear the way and then someone comes along and takes the chest, and it is so annoying. It's proper ninja kind of mentality. You know, at the end of the day, you wouldn't like it if it was done to you, so don't do it to other people. It's that literally that simple. Look, was that guy about to try and take it? Don't know. I'll give you a quick heal. Now I'm going to make my way, because I've done the chest. What we're after is the clipboard from the boss, and he's all the way in. And it's really not worth trying to kill all of these and then go inside and then have to kill loads more. Just doesn't make sense. So what I tend to do is go in, make my way as far as I can, get the clipboard in the boss, and then just fight my way out. And then that's it. The quest will be done. Where you going? Where you going? You know, if I can save all the mana I do get for buffs and healing, rather than using it on the Moonfire, I'm going to take all of these. Right, get a demoralising roar on there, because I'm now getting hit by 2 people. He's going to run and pick up the next one, so I'm just going to maul the supervisor to pieces. Got plenty of raids, so I'm going to do it again. Kind of like the way you think. Right, we'll get rid of him because he's nearly dead. Oh, here they come. It's got another supervisor and another worker. This is... I'm taking a bit of a pasting now. Gonna demoralise and raw, come out and heal quickly. I'll get another heal in there. Nice. Continue. And this is why I didn't really want to do this quest until I got bear form. You know, it is doable without bear form, of course it is. But that was so much easier. So this is the last supervisor we need, and as you can see, there's still going to be loads I need to kill. Whoa, where are you going? Heal him up. I'm going to buff him. I'm going to make life easier for him. It's all good. And then change back while I've just got the 90 left. Now I don't need any more. So I'm going to try and get as far as I can. Hopefully not run into anything. That's him there. Where's he gone? There he is. Right, now I know you're going to want this dude. Over just to make sure. Yeah, it is. There we go. That way he gets it too. Well, he's taken on the lot. Now I'm all done, but no worries. I'm going to continue to assist anyway. I'm now out of mana again. Ramnel's online. I don't think he's in the guild yet. So guild, add member, Ramnel. And we are done. He declines my invitation? Why would you do that? Perhaps he didn't realise it was us. Right, now before we run off, we've got one more node. Nice. And another one. Loving the earth route. Okay, bear with me. Okay, sorry about that. Right, let's head on in, because I've got one more node that I've just seen. Two more. But it's imperative. We need these really badly. I could really do with some more yeah, silver leaves, because these get used quite often, quite popularly for the first part of alchemy, because they're used. You need one of those and one peace bloom, I think, for the healing potions, and then I think it's two of them for the elixir of defense. And I wouldn't mind getting a stack of the defense potions. Here we go. Now, just my luck coming across here, the chances are we'll probably run into that Kodo, which I'd rather not, but I'm heading the wrong way because the Venture Co hand-in quest is actually on the road going from Bloodhoof to the Barrens. So we're going to head there, hand those two in, live the dream, literally just live it. I'm going to ignore these little cougars because they're just nothing to me now. And then we can use our Hearthstone to get back to Thunderbluff. Hand the rest in, yes. So how many we got? Doing pretty well. 18 now, 13 earth root. Yeah, I think we're at that stage now where we're ready to drop skinning. You know, an awful lot of the items and grey items and everything that we're going to be picking up from mobs throughout our journey now should be more than sufficient to keep our funds up for skills, repairs and whatever else. Don't think we're actually going to be getting enough from vendoring leather for it to actually be worth keeping now. You know, it's alright at first. At first, every copper means the world. But we're now getting to a point where even a stack of leather isn't enough for to give us the cost of a skill. So it's time to drop it. Might even see if there's actually any leather workers in the guild that could use the leather. Because as I say, we're not going to get a great deal out of it now. Can still skin a few corpses on the way. Oh look, he's going for that peace bloom, is he? No, he's running up. I like it. That's... No, he's not seen it yet. You smegger. He even said sorry. That's, you know, you no need to say sorry. If it was surrounded by mobs and I was clearing the way to get it and he come up and stole it, then yeah, too right, you're a knobhead. But in that instance, he just purely got to it first. There's no real need to say sorry for that. I'm hoping I haven't already... Yeah, there he is. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And this is going to be more than enough. Yep.
Well met.
Okay, so we've got two of them to hand in. Lovely. Ooh. We're going to go with the Goblin Smasher because it does provide us with the
Ancestors watch.
higher sell value. And that hasn't given us a quest to lead on to anywhere. Oh, we're flying through this now. We're flying through this. Right, we're got no cooldown, so let's port back. Might be better. Yeah, I'm going to speak to the druid trainer here, because the distance from here to that wigwam is shorter than the distance in Thunderbluff between the inn and the Elder Rise, where I'd have to go. So I'm just going to run in here to get my new skills, assuming I've got enough for them. Right, while we're running, let's downgrade our Moonfire back to rank 1, because 25 mana compared to 50, it's a no-brainer, I think. You know, I think once the Moonfires are used for a proper dot, you know, we're wanting it to do damage, then yeah, sure, crack on, go ahead, but no. So we're going to get Enrage. This generates 20 rage over 10 seconds, but reduces base armor by 27% in bear form and 16% in dire bear form. The druid is considered in combat for the duration, so it will give us a good head start. I don't think it's I don't know whether or not I'll entirely use it. Right, that's 8 fucking silver for regrowth. Let's quickly just go to a vendor and get rid of some shit. Now I know the closest one is a baker just around this little, whatever you want to call it, mushroom hut. So we can get rid of the smasher. Staff, braces, or ancestral cloak for 8 armor. It's exactly the same as what we've got regarding. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. I thought it might look better. It doesn't. So goodbye. Don't need that anymore. Goodbye. Sorted. Now, as you can see, I'm keeping the shiny red apples. I might buy another stack in Thunderbluff while I'm there, because once I'm in the Barrens, then it's all meat vendors, and we will get a recipe for Strider stew, which will require apples with it. So I will buy some more of those. I'm not going to sell them. Ruined leather scraps. Is there anyone that's taking skinner and leather worker? Kessa is a skinner and leather worker, so it's your lucky day, mate. Oh, awesome, nice one, Yulo. You see, this is what being in this type of guild is all about, and it's not me, it's the guild, them. And playing it in this way where everybody shares everything you get. Yulo, give you that, because although he's only a gatherer, it will make his life easier. Might even be able to, you know, do his mining up via smelting the stuff. And Malachite, I know it's Malachite. But Malachite, I'm going to put in the bank and save until I know we've got an engineer, because it's only going to be engineers that need that, and it's going to be for, I don't know, maybe goggles, possibly scopes, I'm not too sure. Right, so that's given us the 11. Not as much as I was hoping, I've got to be honest, but then we are buying skills. And that is always where your money goes. So I'm going to get regrowth. For 120 mana with a 2-second cast. Heals a friendly target for 84 to 98, and then another 98 over 21 seconds. It's pretty good, gotta be honest.
Winds be at your back.
So we're going to stick that bad boy on there. We're going to change to bear form and put a rage on there. I might alter that, I'm not sure yet. So we're all done with our skills, so that's now what, 3 points, 3 talent points to use, and I've got no idea what to put them on. Obviously I'm recording this episode before you've seen the last episode, so yeah, I haven't read any comments that you're going to put to how you think I should go. Ah, he does. Right, okay, add member. Ah, right, okay. Welcome, mate. So that's why then he declined. It was because it was his missus. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I like that. Nice missus actually logging you in. There's no worry about that anymore because obviously now we're on Ashbringer. We haven't got the queues to worry about. Gramnell ain't no fucking bunny bugger. He's going up to Adder Slapper. Yes. As far as the rankings go, I'm going to have everyone as a basic member. I'm not going to be promoting anyone to the status of legend yet. This time around in the guild, I mean, that's if you know what I'm talking about. This time around in the guild, I am going to be saving the legend status as our raid group. Because now this isn't the private servers and we know we're going to be sticking around, we are going to be raiding in this guild. We are going to be getting there.
Peace, friend.
By a wind rider to the Crossroads. So I'm pretty sure that's all I needed to do here. Maybe put some stuff in the bank. That was it. So I believe the fruit vendor, yep, is right here. It's directly opposite the, or kind of directly opposite the skinning and leather working place here. We've got some shiny red apples. I'm just going to get a stack of 2 of these. 11. Because we're going to be getting, how many beaks is it we need? 7 beaks, which means we need to kill about 50 of them to get the beaks. Yeah. So that'll do. That'll do. Any more and I'll come back. We now have the Horde Cloth Quartermaster done. Now this will be handing in wool cloth. We ain't got any wool cloth. Nothing to worry about there yet. But it's all good. Ah, we've now got the mana potion, so I can stick that on there. And of course, no, not that. Come on to our skills, to skinning, and it's this little icon here to get rid. Bye bye skinning. Alchemy supplies, gentlemen alchemist. Trade me. Yes, please. Only 10 copper, beautiful. It tends to be 10 copper for learning primary and 1 silver for getting your secondary professions like first aid, cooking, fishing, blah blah blah. So I don't mind in the slightest. I'm just going to put that right there. Okay, so we're doing alright. I don't need to actually make any healing potions. However, these healing potions I don't like to use. Once we get enough for, once we've got a herbalism skill of 70, we can then get Briarthorn. I'm pretty sure it's 70. It was 70, wasn't it? Yeah. And a Briarthorn and a minor healing will be enough is the mats we need to make the lessers, and the lessers are way more important because this is only 70 to 90 health. So I tend not to use these unless it's absolutely necessary. I can afford. I'm going to want more than 5. We're going to get the 20, so I can, if I have any left over, then I can make as I go. So I'm just going to make 3 of these. I just want to turn that into a full stack. Then I want 5 of these. And then whatever left I will make the elixir of minor defense, actually. Silverleaf is more plentiful than these. Now it's 4 strength for an hour. I'm not gonna just use them willy-nilly. I do save them, but I wanted to make a stack of the minor defense for the 50 armor, so I can then pass that on down to Yulo, who I believe is going to be our main tank. But I can do that at the mailbox at the Crossroads. I don't have to do that now.
What brings you here?
To the Crossroads. Okay, this is going to give us a whole world of hurt. So disrupt the attacks, Planestrider Menace, Raptor Thieves. The Forgotten Pools I won't do first, I'll do that second. Samoflange. Right, the fungal spores are done at the same time as Forgotten Pools. Supplies for the Crossroads. That'll be when we do the... I don't think that's straight away actually. I think that's the second part of the Disrupt the Attacks. I think it's called the Disruption Ends, the actual quest. It's been such a long time since I've done Horde, in all honesty. Look at all these nodes we're flying over. So we never actually picked up the quest for Arakiki. But to do that in the episode would mean an awful lot of just wandering the plains, and then hopefully I'll find it, and then putting a message out on the general chat to make sure that there isn't anybody else that currently needs it, and then wait for them to get to me, and it's a pain in the tits. So I will do it, but I'll probably just record the snippet of me slapping him rather than make you sit through the whole search thing. I think that sounds fair enough. The only downside to coming here now is that my herbalism isn't quite up to scratch. 43 is bloody close, and to be fair, that's only because we're Tauren. We'll be alright, we'll be alright. We're on the right track, and that is the main thing. We're here in the Barrens, so right, let's see what the Barrens chat is actually like. This will start spamming in a minute, I imagine. Groups for Wailing Caverns. I do feel like I am a little bit behind the server level rate. I think at the moment the majority of people are in the 20s, maybe even a couple of 30s, I'm not sure how many. But we got this quest to hand in and enjoy every moment of it. So if you can hear my 4-year-old going batshit in the background, that's He's 4. 3 silver for that. Fantastic. We're back up to 4. 4.5. So, trade supplier.
What you looking for?
It's 4 silver 40. That would be all my money. But yeah, strider meat and a shiny red apple. So I don't really need to buy that until after I've collected enough strider meat. General supplier.
Looking for?
Nothing of interest at all. Okay, so the big question is, which is something that I do tend to ask myself quite a bit when I do come to these kind of quest hubs, is the Crossroads worth making my home? Now usually I always leave my home at the main city. Can't help myself, I just always do, because that's where I tend to go for the you know, for leveling up skills, which is every 2 levels. But I think on this occasion, because it is the Crossroads and we are going to be coming back here quite a lot for a while now, and it is a central hub to Thunder Bluff and Orgrimmar. Of course, we've also got Ratchet, which gives us the boat over to Booty Bay. What a nutcase. So on this occasion I am going to make it my home. Let's just send these over to Yulo. Now I'm not going to send any minor healing potions, because as I say, they're shit. They're utter shit. I will wait. In fact, I'm going to hand those over to him, because I know at the moment Yulo is Ragefire ready, so I'm just going to give him these. So he's all sorted. That's that done. Yeah, wicked. So other than Silverleaf, we're okay for everything else. Make this Mihu.
Special.
Yeah. And we've got a few, just slightly few bits of meat. I don't think we're going to be getting any more stringy wolf meat here. So I've got 8, 9, 10, so 2 of these.
Be seeing.
And we have a cooking table right in the centre of the inn. Oh yeah. So let's level these up. I don't know why I bother too much with these, although the buff food is good and can mean the difference between life and death. I still only tend to use them when I'm going to somewhere with high risk. I tend to forget to use them quite a bit.
Greetings.
But I'm going to sell the eggs because I've got 19 of those bad boys. And as far as mana goes, I am really wanting ice cold milk, but I've got 9 of these, which is only 151, but then going into bear form does regenerate mana, so I'm not going to waste any mana on that on milk yet. I'm a Tauren, I can make my own milk, and I believe I think possibly, even though slightly shorter episode, I think that's an ideal place to leave it, because we can then just crack straight on and start questing here all fresh in the next episode. So thanks an awful lot for watching, I do really appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Would you be my What's the done, I still got a lot of shit to learn.